Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Stony Ridge Farm live stream today. It's a beautiful day, and I am going to actually walk down to the cows today. Grab your coffee. It's cows and coffee time. Cheers. Take your slug. So this morning I slept in till about 7, and I'm running a little bit behind. I posted, if you guys haven't seen it yet, the Fall Fence Forum videos are out. The fencing competition video is out. I just released the other one this morning on Facebook. Definitely check that out. If you haven't seen it yet, you will appreciate it. You'll love it. It's a really good time. So what we're doing now, we've got to run down here, and we're just going to move the cows, and we're going to check the cow with the hurt foot. We named a cow the other day, and off Starlink, so we blinked. So what we named him. I got out there and just totally spaced out what we named him. I got to turn off my Wi-Fi on my phone, or we're going to blink in and out quite frequently here. Hang on. The Wi-Fi gets us, man. Sometimes it messes us up. Thank you for guys for typing no audio, blinking in and out. We should be good now. No sound, no sound. Ah! Is it back? Are we good? Oh man, Plague of Badger says it's good to go. Awesome. Michael Blum's in the house. Dennis and all kinds of people. Good morning. Good morning. I guess our sound came back, right? So it's about 60 degrees, guys. If you tuned into yesterday's live stream, it was in the 30s when we got out here. We've got a cold snap coming, which means I've got to prepare a few things. One of those things means I've got to prepare the sawmill over there. The lube miser is a lubrication system on the sawmill, runs soapy water through the logs. And what I've got to do today, I got to get up, run the sawmill, run a few red oak boards through there, and then we're going to shoot a Sawmill Sunday video, and that'll be coming out in a couple weeks. So I've got to do that later today, and then I've got to go to the Walmart or to wherever and pick up some windshield washer fluid. I'll get that into the system, and then I won't have to worry about it freezing during these cold nights. We've got some temperatures coming down to about 28 degrees. Is that a hard freeze? No, not really. Hard freeze meaning, is that going to be detrimental to our watering system, cause the cows to have frozen water in their tanks? No, nothing like that. Morning from Okie. Is the calf foot okay? Well, Kathy, we're not over to the cows yet. So, but I did go check him yesterday evening, and he looked much, much, much better. So that's 3 muches. That's a lot of muches. He did look a lot better. All the cows are up here laying down in the pasture. You'll see them up on the hill right there. And like I said, we're just going to do a little walkabout today. Gorgeous day. What a wonderful year for deer. The deer have tons of acorns here on the farm. As you can tell, you look over my shoulder, I am a little behind on getting my mowing done. I've been doing a lot of traveling here lately. And just so you guys know, there's an expo called the Equip Expo, or it used to be known as the GIE Expo. Any of you guys familiar with that? Josh, get the pink windshield washer fluid. That one's better. Okay. Alrighty. Good to know. So anybody know about the GIE Expo? If you're in lawn care business, or if you're in the landscape business, GIE Expo, and it's called Equip this year, is in Louisville, Kentucky. So I will be in Louisville, Kentucky this Friday. Okay, so Friday afternoon, about 6. Not 6, about 10. So from 10 till 1, I think, I'll be at the Toro booth there in Louisville, Kentucky. I don't have power on the fence. I totally forgot to turn it on last night. And the cows they just respect that fence line so good. Was concerned. They're the babies. Yeah, Kathy, we're gonna go look at that young steer's foot here in just a second. How's Mrs. Stony Ridge doing? She feels better. She's gone back to work. And she's one of those people that has a work ethic that is just an undying dedication to her job. I tell her, and maybe I'm wrong, you guys tell me this, but I tell her this: take care of yourself first. Don't work will be there. Your job will be there, but you've got to take care of yourself first, or you'll prolong your illness and you won't be any good to anybody. So I encouraged her to stay home from work, but she has an undying dedication to her job, and therefore she went on to work. But I encouraged her to rest. I think rest is most important. And when it comes to you versus your job, they'll figure out a way to deal without having you for the day. It's better for you to take care of yourself. Now, let me show you what kind of pasture treasure I found yesterday. Plow point. Found this out in the field. This is what damages tractor tires and mowers and bush hogs. And you see that? It's an old broken plow point. I don't even know how old that is. I've got it sitting on top of the fence just so I could show you guys. But that's how animals get injured. So proof's in the pudding. That tells you, and it was found like right there. This was woods. This was forested when I bought the place, but it used to be tobacco land, old tobacco land. Let me take another slug of coffee here. Grab her coffee. Cheers. Glad she's well. Daughter, heart ICU nurse, cries if not able to work. Yeah, there's some sort of undying dedication that some people have to their job, their public job. And in my opinion, again, you're no good to anybody if you haven't taken care of yourself. So you got to take care of yourself. Now, that doesn't mean call into work every other day, but it does mean take care of yourself. But she's very dedicated. So let's whip the camera around here. The cows are all kind of getting up. They've been laying around. We got rain. Your prayers were answered last night. Thank you guys so much for praying for rain for us. We did get about, I'd say, 1/4 inch of rain. We had a little storm blow through and a little rain basically all evening last night. So the cows are in good shape. They're happy. They're all laying down. They're chilling out. Gonna be a bit breezy today. Hey guys. Typically the wind comes from the west, and it's coming this way right now. So it'll come from the west northwest from the mountains. Okay. We find those out in our pastures all the time. Our metal detector. I've got a metal detector, brother. Hey guys, I do have a metal detector. So, but I'm not walking around the pastures a lot with the metal detector. Maybe I should. Okay. Did we determine what we named that calf or that cow? I think it was number 17. I can't remember. Hey, butthead. Did you get a bath last night? You get you a shower? Okay. This, I do believe, is the fellow with the foot issue. I want to take a look. I think it could be maybe him or maybe not. Let me just look at him a little closer. It would be, I'm not sure this is the one. Foot, it would be that foot, and that foot looks just fine. So let's do another little look around. If he's laying down, boy, it would sure be easier to, this might be him laying down up here. Sure would be easier for me to see that. He's a little bigger. I think that was a young heifer. There's 2 calves in here that don't have a ear tag in them. I think this is him. Let's see. Yeah, that's my boy right there. And he happens to be laying on the foot. I believe that's my boy. Are you my boy? You're my boy, Blue. Okay, let's see that foot. Oh, there it is. Got a little mud on it. It's this foot here. You can still see he's kind of favoring it. The swelling's gone down. Hey, buddy. Hey, little buddy. Swelling has gone down, but I can still see him favoring it. And I could see a little gap in between his toes, like these knuckles. If you look at his toes right here, you're being very good for the camera. You can see a little swelling and a little gap in between those toes. So he's better than he was. Yesterday evening, he was better than he was. Another thing that we look for, if it's foot rot or hoof rot, we look for flies down on the ankles and on the legs. And I will say he's a little wet in the rear end there. So he's bearing weight on that foot. Doesn't seem to have affected his appetite. He is a little wet in the rear end there, and there's a lot of clover in the pasture. We'll check all the cows and see how they look. Okay, let's see how his foot looks. It's a little better. Yeah, much better. You guys remember how he was limping the other day? He was limping pretty bad. So most of the time, if you just wait a little bit, everything's going to be okay. It just takes a little while. Isn't that right? You can be my new BFF, huh? Yeah. No worries there. No worries. We'll just continue to keep a closer eye on him. But I think whatever injured his foot has stopped. And he's gotten up to pee. As you guys can hear, we've got number 25 is fertilizing right now for us. Thank you, number 25. And yeah. So let's get these girls moved. Hopefully, I was hoping everybody would jump right up, but I don't see them jumping up quite as quickly as we'd like this morning. Morning, girls. Plenty of good grass in here for these cows. That's why they're just not too awfully excited. That's Mona. Mona's always moaning. How many cattle do you have and how much land do you have, Leslie? So Leslie, we're on a 150-acre farm here. Currently, we have 35 animals. Well, 34 animals total, 33 cows, and Tammy the donkey. So it's a small herd. For now, we are fencing about 50 more acres of land in the next little bit. I don't even know how soon. It's okay. It's okay. We're trying to tame our cows down a little bit, get them used to us. 213 is you see that? She's a little model cow. That's how you know you got a healthy cow. And they stand up and they stretch like that. Let's see if this one does the same thing. There's a good stretch. Let's see if this one will do it too. They like to stand up and get a good stretch in. How you doing? I see boogers. They're just like kids. Okay, good stretch. Yeah, there's a good stretch. Oh, more fertilizer. Thanks, man. 217. I appreciate that. Typical nurse. Patient is resting and has to wake you up. We're moving the cows, brother. That's funny. It's funny how people want Burger King service in the hospital too. I like that. Typical nurse. Oh, you're funny, man. Make you get up to poop. Hey, 22. What you doing, girl? She's got a woolly worm on her toe right there. Let me show everybody your woolly worm. Look at that woolly worm on your toe. Nobody's gonna hurt you, I promise. I'm not gonna hurt you. Let's see if she stretches. Big stretch. Give me a big stretch. There it is. So they'll stretch and then they'll go to the bathroom. All right. You girls ready? Sweetie. My sweetie. How are you? Good morning, sweetie. Good morning, girl. Yeah. Good morning, girl. All right. Let's get these cows moved. yesterday evening I came and it was dark outside when I moved them. Well, almost dark. I could just make out where I was going and what was going on with the animals. Checking 203 right now. 203 is one of the calves that we banded, and he's getting ready to drop his man parts. His testicles are getting ready to drop. Freedom, number 5. Sweetie Senior. Is this Sweetie Senior? Nope, it's not. This is a cow I've never touched. Woolly Bully's right here, looking good. Woolly Bully got after me the other day a little bit. I'm a little concerned about Woolly Bully. I think he's frustrated. Okay, girls, let's go. Woo! There's Cindy. Hey, Cindy, you're a big old fat girl. Woo! Come on, girls. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Motivate. Get your workout on this morning. Mona's moaning up there a lot. Yep, got a little mud today. That's good. Okay, we're gonna unhook the fence here, give her a little twist, just like so. Take it loose. We're actually gonna take this hook back. Come on, girls, back over here. And we're just opening up another section of pasture. I split this paddock in two because it had such good forage. So we'll clip that guy on there. This will stay in place. And they'll come on in, start gobbling up some of the grub down here. They can see the best grasses are down there, and that's where they're headed. Come on, everybody. How much longer before you will have to start hay? We're looking for January, hopefully. That's the goal, is to have enough forage this year to not have to feed hay until January. Last year I had to feed hay, I think, starting in like October. So the pastures are 1,000% better just by moving and mobbing and mowing like we're doing here. There's old Woolly Bully showing his dominance. This mud is fun, huh? The youngest of the calves is right there bucking, having fun, and he's getting bigger, growing. He's putting on weight, I can totally tell. And all the cows look great, man. They all look super fat and healthy. No dewormer in these animals this year, except with the exception of 2 cows that we took to market. We culled 2 cows because they were not parasite resistant. So all these animals are thriving without medications, dewormers, antibiotics, anything of the sort. And they look absolutely great. The secret is getting them off their own manure, okay? So every new paddock that they move to gets them off their manure. When animals or people, look at Tammy, when animals or people have to eat near their own feces, they get sick. That's why the beef that you buy at the grocery store is full of antibiotics and hormones and garbage, okay? And the beef industry can argue with me all they want to. This is my little beef industry right here, and this is my regenerative farm, and this is the way that I choose to do it. And I don't think anybody can argue that cattle or any livestock should not be raised this way. These are calm. You know, Black Angus cattle are known for not having a very calm demeanor and not being very chill. In other words, they're known for being fussy and aggressive. Each one of these cows has had a calf this year. All these larger cows have had a calf this year, except for number 18. And no cow charged me. No cow made me nervous. No cow did anything to put me in harm's way when I handled their babies when they were a day old. That's saying something, guys. This is the way your food should be raised. So I heard from a cattle farmer, the cows can actually hear the electric fence. Maybe so. We're getting ready to pilot some stuff here on the farm. This is Susie, by the way. We're getting ready to try piloting some stuff. There are collars that we can put on the cows. They're solar charged, and we would do away with all of the poly wire in the entire paddock. So it's something that I'm considering doing, and you guys will see more of that in the future. I've reached out to this company that's out of Europe, and they're trialing. They've got like 2,300 trials out there right now testing this product. That's a collar you put on the cow, and that's that's Cindy. 18's the one that didn't have a baby. It's a collar you put on the cow, and it defines the paddock that they can be in. You can change which paddock that the cows can roam to via your phone, via an app on your phone. So in other words, I can put the cows in this fence, and if I leave town, I can go in and cruise around with my phone and move the cows without even being here. Douglas Hockster sent stars. Douglas, thank you so much. Thank you so much, buddy. Every little bit helps, man. It really does. Coming out here and doing these live streams is what pays for the hay for the cows for the year. I mean, it really does. That's what it does. So Canine Striker says, sounds expensive. We'll talk more about pricing and all that stuff as we go on. But if you think about it, okay, let's say we had, well, let's just say for simplistic sake, we have 10 cows. We got 10 cows, and we've got to split up our pastures. All of these fences and all of this wire right here, guys, we probably have $4,000 worth of poly wire and fences in the ground here, okay? 2,000 stars. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Was that from you, Michael? Anyway, so we've got a lot of money in this poly wire fence. Well, if we could do away with that, and I wouldn't have to hire a farm sitter to come and watch the farm while I'm gone, all I'd need to do is have a camera up here on the top of the hill that I already have monitoring the water system. So just make sure that the cows have water, and then have somebody for emergency backup if something were to go astray. So, oh, Douglas. Thank you, Douglas. Thank you so much, man. That's 2,000 stars. It's very much appreciated, buddy. I think that's 20 bucks. Each star is a penny. So I believe that's 20 bucks. Thank you so much. Each bale of hay is $47, so you just basically bought a half a bale of hay, brother. Thank you. Thank you so much. Underground fence for cattle, kind of like for dogs. It's not an underground fence. It's just it's a wireless system based on GPS. So you definitely have to rely on technology, but as we're finding out, technology is getting more and more reliable over time. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it does. But we would still have perimeter fence. So the perimeter fence goes all the way around the entire pasture here. We would just section off the paddocks to whatever size we wanted. And when the cows walk up, it beeps. And as they get closer and closer to the line, it gives them a little electric stimulus, much like the electric fence. And that's how the cows know. So it's similar to an underground fence for dogs. All ran off satellite. Yep. I wonder how the cows will know and find the gates. So they'll follow me. So we'd turn it off, move them to another pasture, and then turn it back on. And again, they'll get an audible tone. If you guys are interested in this, I'm super interested in it. If you're interested in this, then definitely stick around on the channel. You'll see some more stuff, more interesting equipment. I prefer that you guys grazed somewhere other than right up under this tree. But if you see Tammy, she is eating. Oh, these guys are eating them too. Check it out. They're eating the acorns. That's why you guys are, that's why you guys have muddy butts. You eating acorns? Number 8. You eating acorns? It's good, ain't it? I hear them crunching acorns. Gosh, that's got to be hard on your gums. Maybe they won't like it. Noise, noise, noise. How are they? They're so happy now. Well, if there's one thing that we talk about all the time on the farm that remains constant, it's change. You guys have found the sweetest stuff right here, huh? I've never seen a cow eat an acorn, so now we know they do. Awesome. And so does Tammy. See Tammy over there eating them. Let's see if we can just walk through the middle of these guys. Yeah, it's okay. Nobody's gonna hurt you. You going to get the old tractor up and running or use it in the yard as yard art? I'm probably gonna get it running. I've got a battery for it. It's just a matter of finding the time to dedicate to do that. I spend about an hour with the cows, hour and a half with the cows every day. Just a matter of finding the time. You know, the reason I'm late this morning is because I've been in responding to comments on all the various social media channels. So it's a job. If it takes your time, it's work. It's a job. So understand that. All these guys are missing out on the acorns up there. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Why spend more money when you already have a good system? Jerry. Well, Jerry, this isn't just a farm, brother. Okay. This is a place for people to learn, to try and learn and do new stuff. So what you think about on a regular farm is a regular farmer is going to cut corners and do their best to save every single penny and every single dollar. The opportunities that I have here, being on social media, would be to spend a minimal amount and show you guys the technology. So it's not like farming in the world of social media is a way of diversifying your farm income. Okay, so bringing you interesting and new stuff is another way of diversifying farm income. So if I can show you something that works really cool, and you want to try it, then why not do that? So we try and test and break stuff here. That's what we do. That's why the Ventrax broke. So you're working the equivalent of 3 full-time. Chris has been here with Plague of Badgers. Chris has been here, and he knows how much I work. I'm going all the time. You're totally right, Chris. And Chris has got a YouTube channel he just started. Chris, post your link up there to the YouTube channel you just started. How is the cow with the sore hoof doing? William, you're late, brother. He's doing much better. Much better. Absolutely. You're just late to the show. I understand. Everybody can't be here just like that all the time. So, but everybody's doing great, guys. So we'll move the cows from this paddock right here all the way across. We're going to leapfrog them over here. So we're leapfrogging back and forth across this pasture. And when I leave, I'll have my farm helper stay here full time while I'm gone. And they'll be out here moving cows and picking up rocks and stuff while I'm gone. So lots of stuff to do. Let's get another look at the cows here. Let's whip the camera around because we've got one right here. Hey, this is Freedom. Freedom number 5. Lots of different various types of forages here. We call this a polyculture, okay? The cows are on a polyculture. Polyculture meaning that we're growing more than one crop, more than one type of grass. And you guys can see this is a high traffic area right here. And the waterers used to be right here. This is a high traffic area. It's kind of recovering now. There's a lot of good manure in there. These calves are over here looking on the mineral block. I just put another mineral block in here yesterday. So a year ago, this had no grass on it. I wish I had pictures. We got a rainstorm about this time last year, and there was no grass on this hillside whatsoever, just like a river of mud coming down off of here. And now it's all covered in grass, just simply from moving these cows on here and unrolling hay bales. How much longer do we have Wooly Bully? Popcorn the Jeep. Jeep's for me. Popcorn is in the shop, in the shed. I just can't get in and work on it in the big mega shop yet because I don't have any lights or power. So hang tight. It's coming. You don't even need to ask, brother. It's coming. So, how much longer will you have Wooly Bully? So we would have Wooly Bully out of here if I wasn't traveling. He would be gone. But he's here now for about another 2 weeks. So not this Friday, but next Friday, he will be out of here. And now that'll make almost 4 months that he's been in here. Willie Bully needs to stay on Stony Ridge. He looks happy. The problem with having a bull staying here is that we need to have multiple bulls on the farm. I don't have pasture set aside that we can have multiple bulls on the farm just yet. So we're working our way through that currently, okay? I'm looking at getting a South Pole bull here on the farm for next year. So we'll see how that goes. I'm talking to a breeder right now. Prismatic Acres. Ah, the joys of being self-employed. Done for the day. Haha. If you're done for the day and you're self-employed, I'll tell you this. You're behind. Have you done your taxes? You better get on that. If you set things down and you think you're done, if you're self-employed, you're never done. Never ever done. You're always behind. Well, let's take a walk. You guys want to take a walk up to the other pond over here with me? Shall we? Let me know. We'll watch the cows for just another minute here, and if you'd like to go up and see the other pond, we built that pond on the farm about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. Yeah, we should walk up to the other pond. I think we should too. Well, we're gonna leave the cows out here. Let's see if we can get them to say goodbye. Woo! Nope. Oh, hungry cat. Happy cows don't move, right? Now, oh, fall weather is beautiful out here on the farm. Let's turn this camera back around and we'll walk on up and have a little chat as we go up and see the little farm pond that we built not too long ago. It's got a little bit of algae. I turned the fence back on this time. Did you guys see that? It's got a little bit of algae in it, and I'm a little concerned about that algae. These freezing temperatures that are upon us is going to help that algae a lot. Now, you might notice something here. You can see this. This is concrete. This is where we had an extra yard or two of concrete. It was actually probably 2 yards of concrete. And I had riprap rock on the backside of this creek crossing. Instead of dumping it in a place or rinsing it out of the truck, the concrete truck, I ended up putting it on that downhill side of that creek crossing right there, and that will prevent erosion. So it's all about thinking things through, thinking ahead, and that's going to prevent erosion. See the no trespassing sign in the camera back there? Okay, so let's go on up here and we'll check out the pond. We saw this pond the other day, early in the morning. It was steam was rising off of it. This is a spring-fed pond. Get a little bit of a trickle, about 3 gallons per minute. Okay. Guys were asking about what I used on my fence. A lot of farmers use burnt motor oil. Burnt motor oil doesn't last. Okay. And it's not good for the environment. I used a product called Wood Defender. This fence was stained 1 year ago, almost 1 year ago to the week, and you can't tell it was 1 year ago. It looks like it was stained yesterday. It's unbelievable. It's called Wood Defender. There's a yellow jacket's nest right there. I just stepped over. Hopefully I don't get stung. If yellow jackets aren't bothering us, we're not bothering them. That's kind of the way I live my life. So you'll see this pond's got a lot of weeds and grass in it. I need to put a grass carp in here, a grass carp or 4. We'll turn the camera around so you guys can see it. There we go. Yep. So few fish in here. This was stocked with catfish. However, there are bluegill, crappie, catfish, all sorts of fish in this pond. Turtles, frogs. It's just awesome. Great little pond. This pond is around 1/2 to 3/4 of an acre. And this was just a swampy, marshy, mushy area. Now, it wasn't like a wetland or anything like that, but it was just a mushy area. And we came in, built the pond, and I've got literally $2,500 in this pond. It's not very deep, and it's just basically a catchment pond to keep the road from flooding. If the pond gets too much water in it, it will overflow that direction first, and then it will overflow this direction next. So really, really nice, guys. There's a pond build series out here for you. Anna, look at this. This is muskrat sign, okay? Going right here, either muskrat or it might be that groundhog. There's a groundhog that's living right over in here. So I may put a trap out and see if I can catch that groundhog. Groundhogs can be detrimental to your land. You see all this needs mowing. It's tough for me to get a tractor down here. I prefer to mow this with the Ventrac. And again, the Ventrac tractor is down. So we're just gonna let it grow. It's not gonna hurt anything. Here's more signs and symptoms of a muskrat right there. Something's been digging. It's either a muskrat or one heck of a crappie bed where fish are nesting. I think it's a muskrat. See that frog jump? I think it's a muskrat right in here. I don't know what we're going to do about these muskrat problems we're having in the farm. No idea. There's a pole out there in the middle of the pond that runs to a pipe, and the pipe runs through the dam, and the dam comes off over here, it drops off, and then there's a water tank right here. We siphon water from the pond as a backup watering system for the cows. Cool. So that's the pond. Awesome, guys. Sorry about that. Jeeps for me. What are you guys talking about? What we got? Like your hat, Josh. Oh, yeah. Little Magpul hat. Yep. Josh, will you be dividing the pastures this winter like you have all summer? If anything, I will be tightening them up. Patricia says, did you mean rentable? Not rentable. We're looking at buying a permanent bull here for the farm. So pond's looking good, says Leslie. What do you guys got going on here? My CPA does the taxes. Prismatic Acres. Well, if you own your own business, your CPA doesn't do everything. You hand all the information to them, I would say. But I wouldn't think that they do everything for you. I don't know. It takes me about 3 days to add up all my receipts and stuff. My CPA charges $250 an hour. And I make it as easy on them as I possibly can because I ain't paying anybody $250 an hour. When I first hired them, I didn't see the value in having a tax advisor or a CPA. Now I do, and you really need one. Oh, we got a big hole right here. I'm gonna have to bring some dirt in. If we talked yesterday about where we had the land cleared right through here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna have to fence that off or something. There's a big hole that goes to China right there, right beneath me. Man, there's a piece of rope here. Hold on. What we got? Oh, rope. This is a good thing to get hung in a. I think this is a lasso. We're trying to catch a cow. Oh, yeah, that's something good to get hung up, isn't it? Glad we found that. Hit that with a mower and see what happens. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring some scoops of dirt down here and fill that hole back in. The whole hillside behind me on this side of the fence is sloughing off because of the guy that cleared my land. He didn't do what he was supposed to do. I've got a new guy clearing my land, and he's fantastic. His name is Frank. So I don't know. Karate cow. Karate cow. That's it. 17. Karate cow. Awesome. Cool, guys. Well, I'm going to boogie out of here. Got to fire up the sawmill. Get ready for this cold weather snap. Again, I will be in Louisville on Friday from, I believe, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the GIE or Equip Expo. If you guys would like to join me, you're welcome to do that. If you're going to that, attending that event, we'll see you there. And if not, we'll see you guys in the next live stream, probably tomorrow morning. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Woo!